What is the importance of Tahawwur Rana?
Karthike, let me put it this way. Since last 17, almost 17 years, I think this is the biggest moment after the capture of Ajmal Kasab. For 17 long years, India has been trying for the extradition of this particular man, Tahawwur Rana. He has been in custody since about 2009 or so. And India, on several occasions with several governments of the US, has shared dossiers, has shared details, and tried to convince the administration that this man is key to the conspiracy of Mumbai 26/11 attacks. And for 17 long years, all the victim families have had to wait for the wheels of justice to move. But finally, the Trump administration, during the recent visit of Prime Minister Modi, announced, in fact, it was President Donald Trump himself announcing that Tahawwur Rana will meet his fate, will meet justice in the Indian courts. And now, today, that two senior officers of the NIA, IG Ashish Batra and DIG Jaya Roy, are in the United States along with the DSP rank officer.
Okay.
There are 3 officers of the RNAW and 1 officer of the MEA who are by their side. And any moment now, the handing over will take place. And I'm told that there is a possibility of a US military aircraft, in fact, carrying Tahawwur Rana from the Los Angeles detention center to New Delhi. And arrangements have been made at the NIA headquarters in Lodi Road for his interrogation, also at Tihar jail, and a specialized team apart from the case investigating officers in Delhi. There are officers who are now involved from Mumbai as well. Senior ranking officers of NIA from Mumbai have also just landed in Delhi and are back and will be investigating this further. But the interrogation would be the key. And very interestingly, I can't take names, but the main lead key investigator of this, Mumbai 26/11 from the NIA is presently a senior officer of the RNAW, again involved in this operation. So it's very key, it's critical. It's not just narrative building, it's actually action that's happening, and also in a deep sense conveys the India-US collaboration and strategic partnership.
Okay, let me straight away go to Dr. Tara Kartha. Madam, what are the gaps which you think Tahawwur Rana will be able to fill?
I think what Aditya had said is very correct. This guy is key. Why is he key? Because all the conversations which were being sent to Headley while he was in Delhi went through Rana. So he knew everything which was going on, because you couldn't talk directly from Pakistan to India. We would have intercepted it. So you see, that's where the intelligence, if you want to, I don't call it failure, because we had a bunch of stuff which we were tracking. And I mean, I would really like to say this. The JIC, the Joint Intelligence Committee at the time, had brought this out. There's going to be an attack on the Taj Hotel. We had said this. But this guy knows who was talking, who was involved, which were the Pakistani army guys involved, and most importantly, who is Sajid Mir.
Yes.
That is the mystery factor. Who is this guy? And he conveniently, the Pakistanis first said, oh no, actually he's dead. After that, they said, no, we've put him in prison and he's disappeared. But having said that, I do want to say, since Arzu Kazmi is also there, the Pakistani investigators at a time did do a very thorough investigation. They did arrest 7 people. They brought those things in terms of, which boat, which engine, which thing. All this was done. So Pakistan investigative agencies have the capability. It is the Pakistan army which doesn't have the will.
Okay, let me straight away go to Ambassador Dayal. Sir, how do you see this development in context of the India-America relationship?
Well, I consider it a positive development, because the handing over of somebody who is one of the masterminds of the Mumbai terror attack is a very, very good step. And I think India has welcomed this action by the American authorities to hand over this wanted person. Tahawwur Rana is not an ordinary person. He was the closest associate of David Coleman Headley, and in fact, he was the vital link between Pakistan's ISI and David Headley. There are investigations which have shown that during his several visits to India, David Headley had spoken to Tahawwur Rana countless times, as many as about 100 times during one visit. And what was this talk all about? He was certainly communicating with the ISI and with Lashkar-e-Taiba through Tahawwur Rana. Tahawwur Rana was the middleman. There is no doubt about the fact that he was playing a very important and a very vital role in providing the necessary backup to David Coleman Headley, and which was being instigated and provided by ISI and LET. So the interrogation of Tahawwur Rana, the trial which will be taking place, will bring out a lot of details, and I'm sure that the Pakistanis are dreading all this because the cat will be out in the open. Everybody knew that the ISI was involved. Everybody knew that the LET was involved. But now, to have somebody who was a key player in this entire operation, mounted by the ISI and the LET, for someone like Tahawwur Rana to be openly testifying, giving evidence against them, that will be a very important development.
Let me straight away go to Arzu Kasbi. Madam, your opening comment on this issue. This was one attack which I would say was the biggest and I would say completely derailed India-Pakistan relationship. मैं तो कहूँगा कि उसके बाद it has not come back to normal. It has not come back to normal. Or whatever
Exactly,
the normal
sir.
can be defined.
Exactly, sir. As long as I remember, we watched these actions of these terrorists. I think 3 दिन ये चला था, and we watched all 3 days. And definitely, I agree with Mr. Nawaz Sharif, who said that these people are from Pakistan. But unfortunately, after a few days, he said कि वो हमारे नहीं थे, or they are non-state actors. And from that day, जो भी अटैक होता है वी यूज टू से कि ये नॉन स्टेट एक्टर्स ने किया है. अगर हमने उस वक्त मान लिया होता तो डेफिनेटली बहुत सी चीज़ें हम ठीक कर पाते, बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली ऐसा नहीं हुआ. एंड स्टिल वी आर फेसिंग दीज थिंग्स, और इसी वजह से आई फील के इंडिया पाकिस्तान रिलेशंस जो हैं वो भी ठीक नहीं हो सक रहे. और इसी तरह की जो चीज़ अभी आपने देखा कि जिस तरीके से तहव्वुर राना को आपको दिया जा रहा है, आई फील के दिस इज़ अ बिग अचीवमेंट फॉर इंडिया, और इसी को आपको हाईलाइट करना चाहिए. हो सकता है कि आगे हम आपको हाफिज सईद भी दे दें, विच आई फील के दे देने चाहिए. तो आई थिंक इट्स अ वेरी हाई टाइम, एंड इट्स रियली आई अप्रिशिएट इंडियन गवर्नमेंट फॉर दिस के इसके पीछे वो रहे और उन्होंने इस चीज़ को अचीव किया है.
आरजू जी, आदित्य एक सवाल पूछना चाहते हैं, लेकिन एक चीज़ मैं उससे पहले ज़रूर पूछूंगा.
बिल्कुल.
पाकिस्तान नॉन स्टेट एक्टर्स की गिरफ्त में क्यों है? दो देश एक साथ पैदा हुए, हिंदुस्तान और पाकिस्तान, लेकिन ये जो नॉन स्टेट एक्टर्स है उसकी गिरफ्त में पाकिस्तान क्यों है, ये मैं जानना चाहता हूँ.
देखिए, दे आर नॉट नॉन स्टेट एक्टर्स, बेसिकली दे आर स्टेट एक्टर्स. लेकिन हमें जो है वो पब्लिकली, हमें मीडिया के आगे तो हमें यही कहना पड़ेगा ना, दे आर नॉन स्टेट एक्टर्स. अदरवाइज अगर आप जनरल परवेज मुशर्रफ की बुक को देखें तो उन्होंने तो साफ लिखा है कि हमने जिहादी बनाए, कश्मीर के लिए बनाए, फ़लस्तीन के लिए बनाए. तो हाउ कैन यू से कि नहीं जी ये नॉन स्टेट एक्टर्स हैं. बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली यहाँ पर बहुत आपको डिफ़िकल्ट टाइम देखना पड़ सकता है अगर आप ऐसा मान जाए, और वो भी अगर आप प्राइम मिनिस्टर हो.